Hello and welcome to another video on high altitude investing. In today's video, we are going to be talking about why Bitcoin could reach 8,300 as one more little dip, one last good chance to buy the dip before we moonshot. It's going to be really useful for gauging the shorter period of what's going on in Bitcoin, shorter time frames, and of course, we're going to correlate that with the big picture of what's always going on, as my big picture count has not changed since the bottom, since we reached 3,200 per coin and made our first one wave and two wave. Our count is still the same. So it's going to be really awesome. Make sure that you hit that like button for me right now, as well as hitting the subscribe button with the notification bell. Happy Friday, everyone. I am dedicated to uploading 5 videos a week all through 2020, keeping you guys posted and updated in the cryptocurrency markets. So without further ado, let's get straight into the Bitcoin analysis. Okay, so as you guys know in my last analysis, my last update, how we were talking about the double falling wedge pattern and the MACD, the bullish MACD pattern. Well, that's all still holding true. We still have a very, very bullish big picture setup of a 1 and a 2 wave right here. Oh, come on. Draw this properly for me. There we go. Close enough. So we still have a very, very bullish setup of a 1 and a 2 wave, and we're expecting that 3 wave that could take us to previous all-time high or even beyond the previous all-time high in Bitcoin. Now, with that being said, we've actually made our first Elliott impulse in the smaller time frames. So although I don't like to use the smaller time frames a lot, I do like to check them occasionally. Just so I can get a better idea of where to get in on the bigger picture. So I don't use these time frames to do my analysis of what's going to happen in the markets on bigger time frames, obviously, but I do use it to go along with the bigger time frames so I can get a better idea of what's really going on here. So this is a 1 and 2 wave. You can see 1 and then ABC, very clear ABC correction. Then we get a 3 wave right here. Very clear ABC correction between the 3 and the 4. Now the 5th wave, the top might be in, it might not be. We could go up to like 10,000 per coin. It could still extend even higher. It could be an extended 5th to 11,000 per coin. Either way, this is a 5th wave right here. And so with that being said, in the smaller time frames, even if we do rocket ship a little bit higher here in our 5th wave and do maybe a little bit of an extended 5th, we're still going to see an ABC correction at some point. And so that's why I think 8,300 is a great spot, a great major support level for us to dip to on the ABC. Now, it doesn't have to do this. The market doesn't have to dip to 8,300. Like I said, the 5th wave could be extended. It could be even more extended than the 10,000 level. It could be extended to 12,000. And then the ABC correction might take us to prices where we're at right now. So we really just don't know until we get that 5th wave in place and until we start to see some type of a selling action. But an ABC correction will happen after the 5th wave is finished for sure. It just really depends on how high that 5th wave goes to see where the ABC will take us back down. So that's kind of the shorter time frame. 8,300 is very possible. But you guys, in those bigger time frames, in like the 3-day, this is really something that we're not even, I mean, if you zoom out, this isn't even something to worry about, be concerned about. If you're a bull and we drop to 8,300, look how small of a dip that is. In these bigger time frames, it looks like nothing. And like I said, even if we did go up to like 12K and then we did our ABC correction, then, you know, we'd be falling back to 10,000 or 9,000 or somewhere where we're at right now. So there's a lot of upside potential. There is a little bit of downside potential, but the downside potential in my eyes is a great spot to be buying dips. Definitely not a spot to get scared. Definitely not a spot to assume that the market is ultra bearish all of a sudden, but I would see a dip back down to support as a strong buying opportunity, which is why in my last Bitcoin update, I named it Last Chance to Buy. And today is also kind of going along with that theme, that will be our last real good cheap dip before the three wave takes us up to values that are not, I mean, it's still going to be undervalued. Anything below the all-time high, since we're going to pass it, in my eyes, is an undervalued Bitcoin. But it's not going to be nearly as undervalued as we are today. So the opportunity really stands right now for us to be investing, for us to be looking at these markets and taking positions. Although this isn't financial advice, I highly recommend you guys to consider this analysis, to be aware of a potential Elliott 3-wave 1, 2. I don't know if you guys remember, but I called 10K Bitcoin in the last cycle, and even more than that. Once we hit 10K, I was like, you guys, we could extend to 15 or 20K. We extended to 15 and 20K. And so this whole setup in the Bitcoin cycle right now, with us making a 1 and a 2 wave, and this 3 wave, is reminding me of how bullish Bitcoin was back in 2016, 2017, when I first got into it in 2015, but even more so in 2016 when it really started to trend upwards. And to see kind of that same pattern forming, and to see the markets behaving in the same ways it did way back then, really gives me confidence in this Elliott wave 3 wave, and gets me excited for the next cycle that's coming here in Bitcoin. So yeah, you guys, we could dip a little bit. It's very possible here. We could push up even further into resistance and then dip a little bit. Either way, I'm going to be personally looking to grab the lows and expect continuation because of a 3-wave pattern here with Bitcoin. So thank you guys so much for tuning in to today's video. I hope that you learned something. Make sure you comment down below where you're tuning in from in this beautiful world. Again, I apologize a little bit for my voice being a little bit out. Still kind of sick. Thankfully, I think it's getting better rather than worse. I think yesterday may have been the peak of my symptoms. So, you know, you'll see me, good odds that you'll see me on Monday with my next update. So happy Friday, everybody. I love every single one of you guys. Been getting so much love on my channel lately. So many new subscribers, so many new comments, so many new viewers, and it is amazing to have that community building back. Make sure you check in the Discord. Make sure you join the Discord actually in the description box below, where you guys can talk with other analysts. And make sure that you check out my website in the description box below as well, so that you can look into the VIP and get signals. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video. Love every single one of you, and I'll see you guys on Monday with my next update. As always, stay profitable out there.